House Bill 3410 reflects a really unique opportunity because the speaker came to me and said, David, I want you to put together a package to try and help economic development in rural Oregon. And I want you to do it in a bipartisan way. Normally, when a legislator like me writes a bill, we write a bill about a particular project in a particular town with a particular need. And instead, I reached out to a dozen different legislators, Democrats and Republicans from all around our rural communities, east and west, and said, what are the economic needs that we need to address here? And we came back with a number of different things. Outdoor recreation. We talked about small business development. We talked about small farmers and what were their needs. We wanted to find a way to get more Oregon seafood into Oregon restaurants. I mean, that's critically important because only 10% of the seafood that you find in Oregon restaurants actually comes from Oregon waters. And if we could move that from 10 to 20%, that would have a $100 million impact on the fishing industry. And then the other thing that we looked at is what kind of jobs do we have that are associated with the ocean, with our waterways. The maritime industry is something that was under-addressed in Oregon. And when we built this package to address the needs in rural Oregon, we addressed farms and we addressed forestry and we addressed fishing. We addressed small business and recreation, but we wanted to particularly look at how to create good jobs, well-paying jobs here at the coast, and that's the maritime industry. Well, you know, people think about the jobs that are associated with the ocean, and I think that their vision immediately turns to the fishing fleet. And of course, that is central and critically important and one of the largest employers here on the coast. But you also have to look at what does the fishing fleet depend on? What do they need? What kind of other jobs are there that are out there related to what they're doing that makes the whole system work? Well, let's start with this. Diesel mechanics. We don't have enough diesel mechanics to keep the engines in these boats operating. And so we needed to find the tools, the mechanism, and the educational pathway to recruit and train more diesel mechanics. Another part of that was welding. We don't have enough welders in Oregon. And we went to work through our workforce development, but also through our community colleges to create welding programs. These are better paying jobs. A lot of them are union jobs. A lot of them are jobs that have a long-term future. And so those are the kinds of skills that we're hoping to build through initiatives like this so that people that want to live here can afford to stay here and to build a future here and stay here to support the broader economy.